Hello, YouTube. Andy on Cam Reacts here with another reaction to BIBI. For those that don't know, I'm a Korean American that's followed Korean music since the 80s, late 80s to early 2010s. And I'm just catching up on the content that I did not listen to or watch or whatever. And BIBI is her last song that I listened to, Animal Farm, had a lot of rawness, and she's kind of got like that indie feel to it that I enjoyed. Feel Good Music is definitely a label I'm familiar with because of Yoon Mi and Tiger JK. Um, but they are definitely, I don't think they're quite popular like they used to be about maybe 10 years ago um, or 20 years ago. But they're working, and I liked their music, and I still think they are probably, if they're still making music, I'm pretty sure it's good music. But anyways, BB's Vengeance came out relatively recently, like a few days ago. Um, so I'm gonna give this one a shot, and see how it goes. It looked like another theatrical type. Animal Farm was very theatrical. It was very Kill Bill, very bloody, very violent. This looks like it might be another theatrical type of music video. Where's my volume settings at? I have a feeling the music isn't gonna just turn up, so I'll just leave it. It's a Cadillac. You know, in certain aspects, she kind of looks very slightly similar to Yunmire. Just a tiny bit. Not really that much, just a tiny bit. Music volume a little more. Maybe just her eyes. A little loud. So 나쁜 년 is a pretty mean word or to call a female. 미친년 also. Yikes. Graphic as usual, at least from Animal Farm. Are her nails knives? Music video, what are you doing? So he's like a politician. And she's slowly I like this part of the song for some reason. The lyrics say something like, hey, so don't get caught. I'm a 미친년 or something like that. I'm sorry earlier. I I'm short. What do you say? 말이 부족해서? 내가 많이 부족해서. There are subtitles. Good. It's actually not my fault. It's because I have shortcomings. Is what he's literally saying.
이제 얼마 안 남았다.
We're almost
내가
there.
앞으로 네 상 밀어줄게. 어?
I'll keep pushing you is what he's saying. 밀어줄게 as in like pushing you up to the top.
야, 근데
But
형석이는 진짜 내가 안 그랬다. 어?
뭔 소리야? 내 돈 내놔 씨발아. 상관없어 난 나를 무너뜨려 날 줄여밟고 너를 용서했어 마지막 기회를 줘버렸다니 참 안 됐어 기다려왔어 기대해왔어 이제 나쁜 년 나쁜 년 아주 그냥 나쁜 년 나쁜 년 아주 그냥 나쁜 년 나쁜 년 아주 그냥 나쁜 년 다신 붙잡히지만 그때 보게 되는 거야 미친년.
interesting song. I'm guessing that's a fake tattoo, but maybe it's real.
김영석은 잘 처리했어요. 잘 됐네요.
Music video is entertaining, although not very deep in plot. You know, I think the plot in general would be she went there to make a business deal of some kind, or at least a business meeting with the politician or politicians and others, and they disrespected her, kind of treated her like trash, basically, and she basically came back with a fury, a vengeance. Yeah. And then she executed on making sure they are taken care of, as you would say. Here's the performance video. It's a lot of dancers. Those nails are gnarly. Yeah, she's bringing that rawness that I mentioned before. It's very raw. You could even hear how she exhales in the song, the microphone. Yeah, she definitely is reaffirming that artist feel on the spectrum of entertainer and artist versus, like, you know, idol. I don't know what the spectrum is, but she's a very much so an artist, like a method artist, if you would. I'm assuming she's not really known for her dancing. Or is it just the choreography is kind of on the more simpler side, which is fine. I'm just asking. There's a special clip. 1the K. Do they block? I forget. Oh, I just noticed it's called 나쁜 년, and then BIBI Vengeance. So 나쁜 년, like I said, is basically the Korean equivalent to of it's a bad bitch, basically bad B. Like, yeah. I'll watch this, and if I get blocked, I get blocked. It's fine. Maybe if I cut off their logo, they will not detect me so easily. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this and do that. There you go. Let's see if they still block me. Experiments. It almost feels, the chorus almost feels like a pre-chorus though, yeah? I felt like it was building up to something, but then it just leaves me hanging. But this is the pre-chorus right here. She's pretty tall, yeah? Like, maybe she's like 170 centimeters. Definitely like the way she performs and sings. Do they have a live version of the song yet? Or no? Probably not. No. Okay. I'm going to play the music video in the background. Like lower the volume, I mean. Just kind of comment a little bit on the song as I listen and talk. Off the bat, I think I like Animal Farm a little more. It felt more musical, felt more indie, felt more raw. This feels raw, don't get me wrong, but that felt raw-er. It feels... The Animal Farm had a charm that isn't really replicated out there. I think this song kind of sounds a little more like trendy. but it's BIBI's performance on the song that kind of throws it over the edge. Oh, she's at a funeral. I missed the funeral part. I was too busy setting my audio up and such, or volume settings. Yeah, it's and then the BIBI's gang, I guess, came up and they got intimidated. Yeah, she looks really good in that suit, by the way. Something about suits and girls, I guess. So, just some context. I think Asia, or at least Korea and maybe Japan, I think Japan does similar things. They still kind of campaign, especially in the countryside, like this. They all have like the matching color themed colors. Sometimes they even have these like convertible trucks. So the truck and its container on the back opens up or is already open, right? And they have like banners and such, and they have a speaker, and they drive through the streets and go, let's make a revolution, let's change, let's take all the corruption out, let's do this and that and this and that, and vote for me. I am number one. I'll be the number one on the ballot, or number two on the ballot, number five on the ballot, whatever. And you should vote for me, blah 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 blah. They do that, and they just drive around on major streets and where residents are, and they just keep talking, and they'll stop in major, where a lot of foot traffic is, and continue their speech and interact with the people. It's a very interesting concept because you don't see that really here, but it's basically a campaign. It's just in its own way, right? Let's see if I could find like a Korean political campaign. We are. It's also, yeah, Japan kind of does something similar, right? They have these colors. They even set up like this thing opens up and there's a giant screen, right? If you could see that. This is actually a truck. And it opens up on the side, and then it's basically looks like they have TV screens nowadays. They have speakers, they have a microphone. These people on campaign trails. Older style trucks are more like this, right? Yeah, it's serious business campaigning in Korea, and I assume elsewhere as well. I love how she pops in and this guy's just like, what the F are you doing here? I think they could have toned down a little bit of the kind of sadistic persona that she has to portray. Like it's not necessary. It doesn't. I think it doesn't help. I think it just makes her look kind of crazy. Instead of it should have been more maniacal than crazy, if that makes sense. And she does that well in certain cases. Like, let me go back and say, this is scary, like a badass. She looks like she's ready to kick ass, right? But this is kind of, I think this part. You know what? There was a scene before that then. But this acting is enough to show how crazy she can be, right? I think. So like this right here, I think it's a little unnecessary. That's just me personally. I think they could have gone a more subtle maniacal route, and it would have been. I think it would have fit my personal tastes more. Yeah, it's a catchy song. I really appreciate the extra mile they're going through to get like a small story going on these music videos, and not just like your typical like love story or breakup story, but like actual
아,
like story of some kind.
내가 많이 부족해서 그렇다. 어이? 이제 얼마 안 남았다. 어?
Oh, 안
내가
남았다.
앞으로
It's 사투리 by the way.
싹 밀어줄게.
싹 물어줄게. 싹 밀어줄게.
내가 앞으로 싹 밀어줄게.
Yeah, it's I don't know what dialect it is, but it is 사투리.
형석이면 진짜 내가 안 그랬다. 어?
Yeah, this acting is perfect. The other parts were that I pointed out maybe a little overdoing it.
뭔 소리야. 내 돈 내놔 씨발아.
I think BB could I think she could be an actress as well. She's got a wide range of expressions enough to sell, and I think actually can I go back to the smiling? This kind of looks like this smile just on this angle has like the slightest resemblance to Chiyu from Dreamcatcher, and when she smiles, she's got a really nice smile here. Obviously, she's acting in a more sinister fashion, but I think this was a really well done scene from her.
뭔 소리야. 내 돈 내놔 씨발아. 상관없어 난 나를 무너뜨려 날 줄여밟고 너를 용서했어 마지막 기회를 줘버렸다니 참 안 됐어 기다려왔어 기대해왔어 이제 나쁜 년 나쁜 년 아주 그냥 나쁜 년 나쁜 년 아주 그냥 나쁜 년 나쁜 년 아주 그냥 나쁜 년 다신 붙잡히지만 그때 보게 되는 거야 미친년
Okay. Oh, that's right.
김영석은 잘 처리했어요. 잘 졌네요.
Did she say 처리했어요? Sorry. The volume is supposed to go up there so I can hear the dialogue.
김영석은 잘 처리했어요.
잘 처리했어요. Yeah. Yeah, it's a translation. It's Kim Hyung-suk or Hyung-suk Kim has been taken care of is a proper translation for that.
잘 졌네요.
And BB says 잘 됐네요, which is that's good. Cool. I think it is I think I appreciate the music video more than Animal Farm. Although I like Animal Farm as well. The music video, I mean. Just the sheer violence of it. But this one had a little bit of more story, a little more acting. I liked it. I think the song is passable. I think its impact on me is lessened because of the maybe I don't identify with it. You know, 나쁜 년 is specifically 년 is what you would use only on females. You don't use it on males. There's no reason to use it on a male. The equivalent for 년 and to a guy is 놈. You know what? It's always a good opportunity to share Korean. So, 나쁜 년 is the song's title, right? 나쁜 literally means bad. Uh, its other forms are 나빠. Oops, no, it says no. 나빠, 나빠. So, that kind of stuff. 나쁜. Uh, I'm really bad at the modifiers and explaining that, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't know exactly which ones is which. I just know because it's how it really is, right? This translates to bad, bad B. Um, Nyun is what you would only use on women, and this kind of has the connotation of you be just you bitch you know. Interestingly, 나쁜 놈 is bad. Cannot type. I apologize. Bastard or something like it's meaning to a guy. Nom, although bad, is not to me. It doesn't feel as serious as nyun in Korean. Using nyun is actually like swearing. It's really derogatory to a lady, and you don't hear it as much as napuno. Maybe that's why I feel like it's less. Its impact on the severityness of it of swear. If there's a severity spectrum for swear words, nyun is higher than nom. I think and like I said, maybe it's because nyun is used much more sparingly in media and otherwise in real life than nom. Maybe there's just worse guys out there than girls. Technically, in English as well, the B word has um, a gender association to it. You don't say in a positive way that's a bad bitch to a guy, right? That's a bad bitch. You say that to a girl, or female, I should say. And uh, I think in the past, literally a bastard child is someone that has no father, but it's become more like a like a derogatory term for it, but it's usually used on a guy. That bastard, right? Like I don't think I've heard anyone say that bastard to a girl in English. So, anyways, so that's why there's here, I'm doing a bad job of scrolling and keeping this in the center here. So this nom versus nyan, this is for females, this is for males. The first two letters here, it's napun, not napun, napun, uh, is bad. So, anyways, that's my Korean lesson for this one. Hopefully, you guys don't mind my Korean lessons interjected into these videos here and there. But yeah, I think it's a solid song. I just it's. But like I said, the impact probably is just a little lost on my end, but it's not anything, and probably a personal preference more than anything. Like I said, Animal Farm, the song itself I liked more, but I still think Napun Yun, and I'm hoping BIBI finds more mass success. It seems like she is feeling. It feels like she's not as well known as you know the the other idols I've been reacting to on this channel. Uh, so I hope she does find mainstream success. I know she is in the mainstream. I hope she finds more success than she does now, so she could continue being herself. Because she brings about a run. Sorry about all that alert stuff. She brings a rawness that doesn't really exist in K-pop, at least from the stuff that I've been reacting to thus far. So that's really really cool, and I think Korea is starting to K-pop is starting to um, in fourth gen from the music I've heard thus far, it's starting to feel a little formulaic, and I think they need to inject a little bit of variety to it. Um, what they do with that similar formula, right, is up. It is what determines if a song is pretty good or not, right? So it's not like I'm saying all the songs sound the same, but there is a formula to it that I'm there's that noticing. It's a very wide formula. There's a lot of variance between the formula uh, and how it's used, but it's formulaic, and I think um, it's up to the up and comers like a BIBI to really stir it up a little and inject a little a different kind of flair and freshness to music. I think it's really hard to exist in your own lane like a Dreamcatcher does, where you're really just your own little thing. I think AT's kind of I feel like is on their own as well. The music style, maybe it's because of Lee's and his music production style. I'm not really sure. Um, and Stray Kids, I feel, are in their own little genre of within fourth gen. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I like them more and I know more about them than the others, right? And also my scope, my knowledge of fourth gen is pretty limited, so take it with a grain of salt, right? I think every group tends to sound unique, but when you think about formulas, even Stray Kids kind of falls into that formula of kind of the fourth gen actually when I think about it. But anyways, I think all songs have a formula. I think fourth gen music is starting to um, has a formula that is a play off of song. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what? I cancel what I just said. I think PB is just a nice fresh injection of uh, for me on my channel to react to, and I'm happy to see more from PB. So let me know what I should be reacting to next. Maybe I'll come back with a thesis or something when I have a clearer train of thought on how what I want to portray in terms of where I was going with earlier. Um, Also, tell me what if there's a song I must listen to from BB next. You guys better let me know which one it is because otherwise I'll go on a tangent and it'll take forever for you to see the song you want me to react to. Um, yeah, PB's caught my interest. I think she's like I said before, her rawness, her kind of indie feel, her independent feel almost. There's a wholesomeness to it. There's a rawness to it that I really like, and she's got a lot of charisma uh, on from what I've seen thus far. So I'm looking forward to seeing more from her. Yeah, also comment down below if there's other artists, female or male. Doesn't. I wasn't trying to say female. Solo artists that you want me to check out. Let me know. Please leave it in the comment section. I'm more than happy to check them out. Of course, I've been kind of uh, there's a lot of artists out there, right, in Korea, so it's hard to, with the limited time I have and limited bandwidth I have, um, to add them all. But I'll definitely uh, add them to the list, and maybe we could do a live stream where I just react to a bunch of stuff, right? I don't know, but I would like a list regardless. Also, I will be looking into creating a Discord channel in the next few days. I will create a Twitter for this channel. Did I already make one? I have to remember. For this channel, I don't. I mean, I was hesitant to create a Twitter account because of the turmoil that's happening at Twitter, but might as well. People still use it, and I will create an Instagram as well, so that people could communicate with me. That's not in YouTube because I'm pretty sure you don't live in YouTube, right? And there's no clear way for you to get comments or messages to me without going to a video, and sometimes I'm pretty sure people think this question doesn't really match the theme of this video. Maybe this is not the place to ask or say this. I don't know. Just thoughts. So I will do that. I'm pretty slow on pulling the trigger and stuff, but when I do get there, I'll let you guys know for sure. And I'll make a video on my social media stuff and the Discord thing soon, so I can share it with you. Finally, if you haven't already liked the video, it really helps me out, helps the algorithms out. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to see more reactions from me, including PB, let me know. Subscriptions really help me understand you guys enjoy the content, and it really keeps me motivated to make the next one. So it really is important for you to subscribe. And finally, hearts to you if you're still here. Have a great day, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Take care of yourselves, be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!